Hey guys, this is Mechahaulic and welcome back to another video. In this video I will be showcasing this Blacktron mech that I have made that currently has no name. So let's get right into it. This guy is super awesome. He stands a foot tall, basically exactly. And I built him in around 6 hours, I'd say. And he's really cool. He has a partial body frame. The rest of it is just built as I saw fit. And he stands up well, as you can see, by himself, not leaning on anything. And he rivals the Strider mech. He's probably the best mech I've ever made. And he's awesome. He also fits a pilot inside, which is really awesome. And I'll show you guys up close in a sec. Let's get into it. Alright, so firstly we're going to focus with this lower section down here. And I'm keeping him standing up and at a different angle because he's just so big that my normal shots won't fit him well, so that you guys can see him. So I'm sorry if you can't see very well, but I don't really have a better way to do this. But I'll show you guys how I built his legs, being very careful not to knock him down. So I did that on top with these two plates on the sides, and then you can see I kind of just had a plate that holds all the side parts on, and the foot is like 4 jointed or something. You got this part right here, then this part, and then there's 2 parts of the heel, which I'll show you in a sec when I turn it around. And these just kind of sit there like so, and this sits underneath that other piece right there, and they angle in like that, and then you put this piece on at an angle like that. There you go. And the top leg, I just kind of used some bits and bobs to detail the sides while he's very smooth, because he is, after all, Blacktron mech, and I just knocked off a piece. But if I turn them around, I'll show you guys the back of the legs, which, as usual, I do say the back of my legs, or the back of my mech's legs, are bigger or more detailed than the front of them, and that is true. Here's a little jet boosters or whatever. There's the oxygen tanks, and there's the 2-part heel I was saying. So it's even like 3 parts because you got this going. And then it goes this little hydraulic thing to the back of the leg. You got this nice bump out here. And then I just decided to make this pretty smooth right there. And then I'll show you guys the hip. So I got all these details just kind of hooked to the leg itself. But if I take all this off, you can see there's just the ball socket joint right there attached to that, and then this attaches by a joint arm to a bar on the inside there, and it makes it look like it's like there's a circle as the joint, and I'll have to replace that later because it is quite a tedious thing. So let's go to the next clip, and I will show you guys the chest, head, and basically the rest of the mech. Alright, so now I'm going to show you guys the body, and the head, and the arms. And this is also a really cool part of the mech, just as the legs, but this is even more interesting. So first we're going to start with the body. Got this nice little segmented thing at the bottom, and then once you reach the top, you can open up these side things and then the front thing. And I hope you guys can see it, but there's a Blacktron minifigure right there, and I'll show you guys really how he's in there. I can take off the whole front section and show you. He's just standing in there. He doesn't have a lot of room. He doesn't have a lot of controls. You can see the back of this doesn't have any controls, and it just slits on there. And then I pull down the side ones, and then the front one. And he's all sealed up. And that was actually a last minute addition. I was building the body with this partial frame that I was doing. And then I was like, you know what? There's this big gap in between the front and the middle, where the frame was. And I was like, well, I could just put a minifigure in there. So I changed out a couple of colors, made it look a little bit more pretty, and just put a minifigure in there and did a little stuff at the top so I could open it up. It looks great. And I'll show you the back of the body. There you go. Nothing's real interesting here. Just got like a little tube there, some grills there. And then the head, I'll just take it off real quick to show you. This is one of my favorite parts of this mech. It's just super cool. And it really says the Blacktron for the entire mech, because the mech doesn't have any yellow accents. But the way I build Blacktron is I have very few yellow aspects, and most of it is black, with a few dark gray accents. And he's got this little breather, and you can see the back. And his head is just on this cone right here. You put it in the middle of the brick, right there. And then this attaches to a jumper plate right on the top, like that. And the shoulders, I can pop them off real quick. They're on a hinge, so this is what he would look like without the shoulders. And I just pop that hinge back on, and there you go. You got those little lights. Spin like that. And the arms are pretty simple, but very effective in my opinion. I have redone these hands via suggestion by Corey and Luke. And I am glad I did that. The current version on Instagram is actually the old version of hands. I haven't bothered to update it. This is such a minor change, but it does do a lot to the arms, makes them look more muscular. When I stand him up and all, and he's got that pose, he's like menacing. And you see how easy that was to stand up. It's just really great for how big of a mech this is, how well I've been able to make it stand up. And I think that's partially due to balance, and also I gave it strong knees and hips. And he just really fits well. One of my mocks that I wanted to do this year was a tall, black, slender mech, and this is what it has turned out to be. And it looks great. So if you guys want to know anything more about it, or you have questions, always comment below. You can always talk to me on Instagram. I will be answering that as well. And let's go to the outro. Thank you guys for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. Comment, tell me what this guy's name should be. And just describe or talk about the channel in general. And I would like to hear your comments. And check out my Instagram channel at Mechahaulic if you haven't already. It's really cool. I put progress updates on different mocks before I make the videos on YouTube. So it's a great way to get ahead of these videos. And it also gives you more of an insight into what I am doing in like timeline wise. So that's about it. This is Mechahaulic signing out. I'll see you guys later.